Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Homestead on the FTOG server. The Modpack has been updated to 1.2.8, which does not meaningfully change our lives in any way. It added the Squish mod, which allows you to keep animals as babies forever if you want a pet or whatever. And it did remove the Enhanced Celestials mod, which means no Peaceful Moons, no Lucky Moons, no more Miner's Moons, all of that stuff. But that's pretty much the only thing I got of relevance. So let's head over to the brewery, because I have finished it, basically. It's over there. I have decorated the interior and built the brewing bit. So in here, we've got a cobbled deep slate ceiling, dark cherry plank floor, and some birch wood walls with nice little paintings. I've got this center table to tie it together a little bit with the iron patio chairs. Let's sit. And I accidentally made some buttons, so I decided to use them, put them here. I think they're a nice little highlight. Still nothing on the shelves, because we have nothing to put on the shelves. But I like the way this color pattern has worked out. It's fairly eye-catching, but also kind of directs you back towards the bar, which is how you want a brewery designed. It's like how they put all the staple foods at the back of the grocery store, so you have to walk through the grocery store and see all of them. All the things you don't need or don't want, but you might by the time you get there and back. And in here, we have our brewery set up. So there's two main alcohol mods in this pack. We've got the AlcoCraft mod, which is super simple. You just put stuff in there and it brews. And then we have the brewery mod, which is a little more complicated. So we're going to start with the AlcoCraft, because it's just the kegs. You fill them with water, and you put the stuff in. And it's going to take 15 minutes to be done. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to wait that long. I don't have a lot of time today or in December at all. So we'll see. We'll check in at the end of the episode, see if we get there. The other one is a little more complicated. So these are silos. You can put grains in them. Not in there. In order to dry them. So let me demonstrate that. So one, put that in there, that there, and then you kind of just wait a bit while I put these away, and then it will spit out the grains in a dried form, which you can then turn into alcohol using this brewery statement. Or this brewery machine. So I have prepped for that. If we take yeast, hops, and dried wheat, you can put these all in here, right? Hops, yeast. And then, I don't know how you start it. Start the process, click the furnace with some coal. Oh, I didn't get the coal. 1 second. Let me grab some coal. Let's just grab a stack of coal, just to be safe. And we right-click the furnace with coal. Coal. Okay. Now. What? Bubbles will appear. Water will get drained. Should we add water to this? Should we be adding water to this? I don't think so. No. It should be working. According to the mini game. Okay. Start by inserting ingredients, then water. Never mind. And if we... Water. Okay, now we're going. Now we're cooking. So if there's too much water, we bucket it out. If there's not enough water... Oh, timer. If it's bubbles, we take water out. If the water disappears, we put water in. And then, if the timer clicks, we click the timer. And then, I think we kind of just babysit this. Water. Until... Water. Uh-oh. Babysit this until it's going. Until it's done. I haven't seen any bubbles yet. Okay. That's golden. Which tells me that we can get our wheat beer out of it. Okay. That was not too hard. Now, because science, let's see what happens when we don't manage it properly. That doesn't work. That's annoying. There. And then we right-click with coal, and let's see what happens. Supposedly this will spawn a monster. It's like 80 health. So let's see what happens when we don't pay attention. I'm not going to speed any of this up, because I don't want to have to modify it. Oh, bubbles, we got redstone. Come on. Give me a booze. Let's go. Okay, bubbles, and it's gone down. Is it? Is it actually gonna spawn a thing, or is it just gonna go all the way by itself without any interruption from me? I would have expected it to fail by now. It seems to just kind of be organizing itself. It's done! Okay, so apparently you don't actually have to watch it. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's go put some of these out there, shall we? Put one here. Here. Throw one there. 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 And then we will drop some other stuff. Just to make it look lived in. Nice. Or not lived in, but you know what I mean. Okay, cool. And then they were all busy here. Well, that was underwhelming. I have a few more. Let's see if we can get it to spawn one. Because I want one. Let's make a corn this time. So, yeast, hops, corn, water, and fly coal. Spawn something for me. I want to fight the monster. Say might. After enough time patches, if you miss a step or let it run without doing anything, it'll summon one. But I just let it run without doing anything and it didn't summon one. So, is it going to? Or is that just propaganda? How are you doing? 8 minutes. Okay. Everything's in there, right? Yeast, hops, dried corn. Will that actually make one? Because it's not making the sound. Dried corn? Oh, that's not a recipe. Yeast, dried corn, dried wheat. Let's try that. Okay. Yeast, dried corn, dried wheat. Maybe this will spawn something, because it's... the corn in. This is going well. Yeast, dried corn, dried wheat. Dried wheat and yeast. Yeast, dried corn, dried wheat. And apply coal. Oh my goodness. Use. Wooden. Dried wheat, dried corn, and yeast makes a Carcassonne label heritage. Supposedly. Do I not need water? Okay, let's try this again. Break that. Try this over. Okay. Wooden brewing station. We want dried wheat. We want a dried corn. And a yeast. And then a water. And then hit it with a coal. Not making noise. Well, how much longer are we on this? Why aren't you working? Go. Supposed to make a dried wheat, a dried corn, and a yeast. Dried wheat, dried corn, yeast. Not working. Ah, well. Whatever, let's just make another wheat one. Normally I would cut this, but we have time to kill. Dried wheat. Hops. There we go. Let's try that. Get brewing. If anyone knows why that other one didn't work, let me know. I'm just gonna let it run. We'll see again if it'll spawn something for me. Spawn something for me. Want to fight. Let's put away all our materials. We don't really need them anymore. Wheat beer. Can we put this on the shelves? Okay. Not so much, but whatever. Sure. You gonna spawn something now? Let's go. Okay. 4 minutes. Okay. Oh, come on. This doesn't even make sense. But I'll take it. Okay, where'd it go? Okay, there was only enough for one, I guess? I'm a little confused at this whole mechanic, but that's pretty much the whole mod. Then you just have to make the stuff. And then this one, we just have to wait 3 more minutes. What's something we can do? Tranquility. This is the T mod. You have to collect a bunch of stuff from all over the world, and I can't be bothered to do that right now. This, we have all the infrastructure. We would just have to go through and make the stuff. We could do this easy. Portable life, probably not too hard. Hogs and Whimsy, we could make all of this. We just have to sit around and do it. Embers Beneath is just the nether. Deep Dark Secrets is done. Forged Fables. I'm not super interested in hunting down all those smithing templates and stuff. We could do this. Squishy Friends. Don't know where to get that one remaining plushie. Catch of the Day. I'm not doing this. I don't have the time to fish forever. Tips. There's no rewards to these. And then Cozy Score. Done. Completed the chapter. Congratulations, we made progress today. Are you done? Ugh. I will show you something while we're waiting for that to be done. I did limit the this thing a while back. I put it on a button and a lever to only run when I hit this button, because it kept getting stuck, so I decided to make it manual. It's not producing a ridiculous amount of stuff, consequently, because it's not running every day. It's just whenever I remember to press the button. But I don't really need that much. Let it sit. Okay. That should be enough time, right? Let's head back over to the brewery. These solar lighter are so handy. I don't have to worry about fireworks. You done? Another minute. Okay. Trying to do this without cutting, because it's easier to edit, and I don't have a lot of time today. What's new in the world? Very little. We got our Christmas decorations up still. They look nice. It's raining. Let me show you the current state of the sugarcane and cactus farm. We are doing fantastically well with those. That should be enough time. Filled. Okay, let's move on. Into... I really like the look of this thing. It looks great. Okay. 20 seconds. You know, this is annoying. 15 minutes for one thing, really? That's so impractical. But here we are. Quests, buckets, kegs, ops, bunch of quests, bunch of rewards, bunch of stuff. Nothing too interesting, though. Okay. Now, how do I get it out of there? Algo craft. We need empty mugs. Let's go home. Get some mugs. At least I presume it's mugs we need. Let's make some mugs. Let's head back. And then, presumably, we have Mug of Nether Porter. Fire resistance and nausea. So not a useful one. And let's try this. What does the Snow White effect do? Drink this. What does that effect do? Does it make animals follow me? Intoxication. Fun. I don't know what the intoxication effect does. But we're intoxicated. We'll sit here and wait for an Uber. And then drink this. Does it make us nauseous? Yeah. Ugh, the worst effect in Minecraft, really. One more. Okay. Cool. Well, I think that's gonna do it for today. Sorry, December is a really busy month for me, so I don't have a lot of time to play and or record, but Christmas break is coming up, and I should have some free time to work on stuff for YouTube at that point. But yeah, this episode, last episode, probably next episode are going to be a little light, because December's busy. But regardless, thanks for watching. Until next time, later.